Little something different today, guys. I've got to head out here just a minute to go look at some timber, but I'd had a couple requests here in the past about what exactly my truck entails as far as tools and what we take to the woods every day. So I thought instead of dragging you guys on a boring little road trip today, with me blabbing on about something while driving down the road, we'd do a quick little shoot here on the old F-550 work truck. A lot of you guys, you've seen the videos of me and Brandon outfitted the truck, put the bed on it. When I've bought the truck new, I've had about 5.5 months now. I put a lot of miles on a truck because I'm in that truck every day. That is a rolling office right there. That is an office. That is all that is. A lot of guys want to know why I spent the money and got a Lariat package rather than just an XL. Well, and that's simple because, like I said, I'm in that truck a lot. I spend a lot of time, a lot of hours in that truck, so I want to be as comfortable as possible. With the Lariat package, I also got the in-dash screen with the navigation, which is really handy for what I'm going to do today, go look at timber, because like with what we do, how our logging operation works, I buy about 90% of the timber we harvest, so constantly on the road, constantly going to places unknown. I'm everywhere, all over the state of Missouri, Kansas, parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas. So, like I said, I'm going everywhere. So, let's do a quick overview. We'll go through some things here, and I'll kind of show you guys what I bring to the woods with me and what I've got in the rolling office here. So let's check that out here. I'm going to flip the camera angle around real quick, and we'll go from there. Okay, first and foremost, guys, you know the inside of the truck, which it's messy. A couple pistols there, but got the old suicide doors. Of course, you'll see my briefcase. I usually try to keep a change of clothes in there. You never know. I've got hard hat chaps, my gloves, where I can readily get to them. I've usually got a laptop in there with me. I've got it in the house right now because using my phone, I can have a wireless hotspot anywhere. And when the new features to the Timber Tracker app come out here, hopefully within the next week, I know I've been saying that forever, and it's been such a long process to get those new features out. I'll have a wireless printer in here as well because the app will utilize features where I can print off scale tickets for clients, and it just looks a little better than scratching around on paper. Yeah, pistols. Can't go anywhere without pistols. Like I said, right here we've got a in-dash navigation. You've got power outlets right there. There's power outlets back here. So like I said, it's plenty of places to keep powered. Little cubby hole. I keep the GoPro in there, which I hardly ever use anymore. But you can power it up in there as well. All kinds of storage, super comfortable, heated and air-conditioned seats, all that good jazz. Okay, on the back. Right up here, we've got a 3-stage air compressor. That is one of the most handy things on this truck's that air compressor. And actually, how do you get to it? You can take these locker boxes off. Now each locker box I keep different things in. Of course, I always keep a bucket of hydraulic oil. Got an empty bucket there. This stupid truck, I actually need to take this out right now. An old thing of that junk right there. I hate that with these new trucks. Got some wire back there. I had to do a little fence work here a few months ago, so we got wire in there. I keep my axes in here. Like I said, I know I've been ranting and raving about these precision axes. I buy them from a precision axe company out of California. I love them. Super great axes. The handle's about the right length for me. For me, for what we do, they work out really well. You've seen me use those in some of the videos here recently. Now, Brandon did cut a hole right there to put the fill for the def tank, so we can open up the old door right here. And I usually try to fill up at truck stops because you can get that stuff cheaper. I'd love to delete that. I really would. I deleted it on my last truck, but it voids the warranty. And with the mileage I'm putting on this truck, a lot of you guys have asked, I just rolled over 27,000 yesterday. When I picked the truck up, it had 9 miles on it. So in 5.5 months' time, I've put right at 27,000 miles on my truck. So if that tells you about how much I drive. So we'll be trading this truck off next year. I'll order another one, another 550. Let's go up top here. We've got a inboard fuel. That fuel tank right there actually sets down below the bed even. It fits down in the bed. I believe it's 120-gallon capacity. Got a visitor. Hi, Trix. That's my bloodhound, Trixie. With the equipment we run, like I said, we got some machines. I've got 3 skidders on the yard right now. and the skid steer. Of course, we're rebuilding the engine of that thing. We've got the B, which I think I've maybe got it sold. And of course our D, and of course the little 289. So it's always important to have fuel. Another really important thing that I like having on this truck is my strobe lights up here. Those strobes are awesome. Just if you got to load in a road or something, because you never know, sometimes you got to load in awkward places. It's not ideal, but that's the way of the job sometimes. Sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do, but that's your only option. Usually, on the last bid, we had lights up here. I've been wanting to mount lights. Me and Brandon just haven't got around to it. I know it's been too long coming to do it, but I need to get some new LEDs. I'd like to mount 4 up there because it's always nice to have that lighting if you have to work at night. Let's go back to the old Lincoln Welder here. It's got a 100% duty cycle on it. I use it mainly for electricity because you don't want me welding on anything, but Brandon has used it several times to weld stuff up for me. So it's nice to have that. If me and Brandon need to go do something, either if he's got to do it for me or somebody else, of course he has a portable welder of his own too, just like it, but I think his is a little newer and a little nicer. He might have a Miller Bobcat. He's got some portable welder, whatever it is, neither here nor there. So we got that for power. We've got it for welding. It's great. Of course, it's pretty self-explanatory there. Oxyacetylene torch. Once again, you don't want me torch. I can torch things, I can, but Brandon is a lot better at that than I am, so we leave a lot of that work up to him. It's just, rather than me try to cobble it up and have to have him fix it anyway, I would just as soon pay him money and fix it right the first time. It's cheaper in the long run. It's more time conserving to have him do it and fix it than it is me to try to cobble something together. Now right here I keep hammers. If I got to pound wedges or something, or you never know when you're going to need a sledgehammer. This isn't a very heavy one. I'm not for sure the weight on it. Maybe 6-7 pound hammer, but that's what I pound wedges with when we pound wedges. And I've got 2 mounts right here. I can mount another hammer axe in there. So we got that. Now right here, there used to set a Montezuma box. I'm actually getting ready to buy another one. That's on the agenda this weekend because, man, those Montezuma boxes are really handy. They look good. I like them. They're very functional. Functional, yeah. We made that up. Recordificate, functional. So the functionality of the Montezumas is great. It saves a lot of space. Put all your tools and sockets in there, just your hand tools, and it looks a little better on the truck, and it actually enables things from sliding off because we repainted this bed and it is slick when it's clean. Up here, of course, that folds open. I'm not going to fold it open, but gooseneck ball sits under there. So if you want to pull a gooseneck trailer, this is one of the handiest things on this truck is this vise. That is handy as pockets on a shirt right there. That allows us to fix a lot of my mess ups. So it's nice to have that there. The bed, we do have D-rings welded in the corners of the bed. You never know when you need to chain something down, or you can even use it to bend things or other things. Of course, on the back here, D-rings here. Of course, pintle hitch hookup. Just a regular ball for, I got another little trailer I'll pull like a side-by-side on from time to time. All LED lights all around the truck. All my lights are LED. That's all I want to run on any trailer, any truck now is LEDs. Can't beat an LED for the brightness. Love them. Absolutely love them. Let's go to boxes here. This box up here is just kind of a catch-all. I keep my wedges in here, jumper cables. We got marking paint. I keep chains in here as well. I keep them out of the weather. Got ether starting fluid. Got a fire extinguisher. I'll keep chainsaw wrenches in here. Got some seafoam back there. Just odds and ends. You never know what I'm going to have in here, but mainly, you can always find paint, jumper cables, and saw chains in here, or stuff to do with the chainsaws. Of course, I keep the wedges in there as well. So it's in all these boxes. What I love about them, I can lock them up. If I'm going somewhere, I can lock everything up, and that makes things nice. This box here, for right now, I've got an air hose in here. I want to buy a reel and put on the other side and just have that hose on a reel just to make it a little handier. Of course, I keep all my hand tools in there. I keep a lot of my bigger wrenches down here. I've got wrenches up to 2 5/8, I believe, and big sockets, inch drive stuff, pry bars. Of course, all the smaller tools, when we get that Montezuma, we'll put them in here to try to free up a little space in that box there. So space is important, man. You can't have enough storage on a work truck. And normally I don't keep a chain. I try not to keep too much on the back of my truck. Now right now you're seeing it with some stuff on the back. I mean, other than oil jugs, I mean, yeah, there'll be some of that stuff floating around. But as far as the chain, that come off my brush grapple, we'll take it over there to the grapple here in just a minute. But I try not to keep too much on the back. I like to keep everything kind of locked up in boxes. And we'll go to this side here. Now this box here, I keep saws in this box. I keep my 88s in here. I'll always put 2 saws in this box. I can keep them locked up, just sheltered. That saw there, the plastic is still really good on it. That saw is probably, I think that's the last 88 I bought, and I bought that almost 3 years ago, that 88 there. Since then, you know, we've kind of switched to the 661s. I don't keep any 661s on my truck. Every now and then you'll see me with one of them. We usually just leave those with Dad. He likes those 661s a little better. I've got one, but I still like my 88s. Yeah, I know. Just tell me I'm a fool for lugging around a, air quotations here, boat anchor. You care less, man. These 88s, the thing with logging, it's a physical job anyway, and if you're going to complain about 66 to an 88, if you're going to complain about the weight, then you're probably in the wrong profession anyway. If you're not into physical labor, you're complaining. The things I like about an 88, that 404 chain will take a lot more abuse and seems to stay sharper longer. That's the thing I like about it. Plus just the power and the torque. The fuel capacity and the oil capacity, you can cut forever on a tank of fuel with an 88. Yeah, you're going to lug it around, but you know what? I'm kind of into fitness. I kind of like working out, so it works out good for me. Okay, we got saws there. Let's see. I usually keep bar and chain oil mix and, bar and chain oil and mix in this this box here. I need to get some more bar and chain oil, obviously, and I'm running a little low on mix. I've got a full 6-pack, and it's like 4 out of the other 6-pack. I usually like to keep at least 4 6-packs at all time in here. I would rather have too much than not enough when it comes to stuff like that. I always like being prepared because you never know what's going to happen. You never know where you're going to be. Usually, like with the mix, I run cylinders are shot on this box. Of course, with the mix, I run all steel mix for our saw gas. That's all I will run. As far as bar and chain oil goes, whatever's on sale. I usually go to Orsolin's, or if Walmart's having a sale, I'll go in there and I will buy case after case after case. If you can find it for $6 a gallon, or if you can find it for $5.50, I just jump all over it. This box here, ooh, I got that one locked up. Let's open that. I keep chokers, cable cutters. Dig the keys out of my pocket here. I keep everything. Oh my gosh. Come on, meow. There we go. Sometimes you got to put a knee on it. I keep everything for our skidders in there, as far as the cable skidders. We've got extra bells, chokers, 2 different lengths of chokers. You'll see cable cutters in there. That's actually part of the drive line for one of the skidders, the winch, the drive shaft for the winch. I had a new one built, and that's just the old one, so I need to take it out of there because I'm tired of hearing it roll around. But this box here is handy too because this actually rolls out. You can unpin that and it'll roll out. It's good for tools too, but I just try to make storage where I can for a lot of things. So that works good. I always like having, I know guys that go to the woods and like will not take, but they won't take extra chokers, or they'll take one saw. I mean, that's no way to be. That is efficiency. I'm all about efficiency because, guys, things break in logging. That's just the nature of the beast. Logging is a tough, rough profession. It's hard on the men that do it. It's hard on the equipment that do it. Things are going to break, so you've got to be prepared. Downtime is a killer. Downtime will cost you more money than not. I mean, it's just like not going to work. I hate downtime. Can't stand it. That's why we like to run nice, newer equipment, or nice working equipment anyway, should I say. A couple more saws in here. This box here actually collects a lot of dust for some reason. That's why these saws look so bad. But this 88 here, we keep our long bar on it. That's a 36-inch bar. Yeah, that's all there. It's like I said, they're dusty. They don't normally look that bad. I can't explain why dust gets in here. And of course, extra bucket of hydraulic because, well, a guy told me one time if you got something that runs hydraulic, or if you have something that has hydraulics and it's not leaking, you better check to make sure it has oil in it. And guys, there's a lot of truth to that, unfortunately. A lot of truth to it. And I'd like to mount that hose reel right up here for the air compressor. So that's kind of a quick overview of the truck. Of course, aluminum wheels, all that good stuff. And this is a 550, so with it, I ordered it with 488 gear ratio. I love it for pulling. Thing pulls like a goat. Ranch hand front bumper. That's good protection. Luckily, in the 550 here, you're able to order these trucks with heavier front ends. You got 3 different options for a front end on the what am I looking for here? On how heavy you want it. Let's just go with that. So I ordered a real heavy front end to support, because I knew I was putting a ranch hand on it. So I ordered something a little beefier to support that bumper. Like I said, I ordered the truck, custom ordered the whole thing, just to my specs, how I wanted it, and I could not be happier. I'll never go back to another 350. I wouldn't have a 450 because I really can't tell much difference in a 450 and 350. Now the 550 things start changing. Love them. Love the 550. Love the feel of the truck. It rides good. Just overall, man, just couldn't be happier with it. It's got too many creature comforts. There's a lot of things I don't even know how to work, but it is for a work truck. It looks good. Man, you show up to a job site, you're looking good, you're feeling good, kind of gives you that boost of confidence you need. Just an overall good truck, man. I love Fords. I think Ford makes a good truck. They make a comfortable truck, too. That's another thing. When you spend a lot of time in a truck, you want something comfortable. And that's why I go with Ford. Dad used to drive Ford. He switched to Dodges. I'm just not a Dodge guy. Just not a Dodge guy at all. Dad likes them now. He used to religiously drive Fords, but I think Dodge are a little cheaper, and I can tell you right now, if you go to buy a new Dodge versus the new Ford, it is cheaper, but you also get what you pay for. So that's the old F-550 work truck right there. So guys, that's the quick overview of the truck there. Like I said, I'd had a few requests for that. I don't guess I went into a lot of detail in videos past about it. Sometimes I get scatterbrained, and like I said, I'd just as soon post this video today than drag you guys down the road with me. Because, like I said, I've got some miles to drive today. I've got to go up here in central Missouri and look at some walnut timber. And I've got another stop over here to make. I've got to pay for some logs I bought real quick this morning. So, rather than just seeing windshield time, we just soon do an overview. So that's the work truck. That's man, that's it. I mean, it's nice having a good truck to go to work with. Having everything you need makes all the difference in the world. I can remember the days when. Man, I didn't always drive a truck like this. I've been driving a truck like this platform here since 2012, so right at 5 years now. It makes a difference, guys. It makes a difference having all that stuff. It makes a big difference. Depending on your operation, too. I'll throw that out there, a little asterisk, depending on your operation. Operation depending. All right, guys, thanks a lot for following along with us. Thanks for watching the channel. Subscribe. We want to get those numbers way up there, those subscription numbers. Be sure to check us out on all the social media stuff, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Logger Threads. We've got some awesome, I'm going to release later today the new shirts. I'm getting ready to pull the trigger on them. If you see us, if you follow the Instagram channel for Logger Threads, I'm doing something a little different. With all the controversy in the United States right now, people not standing for the national anthem, these joker football players kneeling, not showing respect to those who protect and serve us that have died for our great country. On the sleeve of all the Logger Thread shirts, we're putting an American flag and putting proudly "Made in America," because our shirts are made in America, 100%, all American owned, American made. Man, I don't care if it makes anybody mad about that. I could care less. I'm a proud red-blooded American, and I want the world to know it. I'm proud to support America, support our troops. Just everything. I mean, like I said, man, I bleed red, white, and blue. And if somebody doesn't stand for that flag or somebody stomps on that flag, that's not good at all for you, man. That's not good. Not good. Don't do that. Don't do that crap in front of me. So check all that stuff out. New designs will be out. The new design is called the Brotherhood on Logger Threads. It's kind of a memorial, a tribute to all the loggers, past, present, future. Our fathers, our family, our grandfathers, our brothers. So check out the new designs coming out. Check us. I was going to say something else, but like I said, be in Ohio next week. A week from the day, we'll be leaving for Ohio for the Paul Bunyan show. Super, super excited about that. Can't wait to put faces with all the names of guys I talk to on YouTube and Facebook every day. Excited to go out there, see the demos, talk to everybody. Should be a good time. Looking forward to it. I think Sheena is going to bring some shirts with her because Sheena kind of heads up everything with Timber Dynamics, with Timber Tracker, with Logger Threads now. So I've got her doing that so I can spend more time focusing on cutting timber. So she's going to bring some shirts out there. So if you guys want some shirts, it'd be a good way to save you some money on shipping. Just see Sheena out there. She ain't going to be packing them around, but she'll have them. I'm sure she'll keep them in the car, our SUV, because we're renting something to take out there. There's 4 of us going. So she'll have a bunch of shirts with her guys. So email her, let her know, comment, whatever. But she's going to bring a bunch of shirts, and I don't know how many she's bringing. That's kind of her deal now. So check all that out, guys. I'm going to get down the road. I got stops to go, timber to buy. Have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Fall's right around the corner for us loggers. Doesn't get no better. Doesn't get no better. Guys, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out with us today. See ya.